Hello everybody, welcome to Advanced MS Excel. Let's learn. I'm your Excel instructor. Today we will be covering something very interesting about hyperlinks. Guys, did you ever think about with the hyperlink we can open the website, we can create emails also, we can loop through all the hyperlinks, we can delete the hyperlink, and we can uh, make the index of all the sheets which you can uh, go to any tab, any sheets. Let's see that in detail how we can execute this hyperlink thing today. So let me walk you through some small things where we can achieve with hyperlinks. We can add, delete, create emails, and open files using hyperlinks. Open files and folder. Let me open this also. Folder using hyperlinks in VBA. So if you look at this code, very simple code, very basic code. Let me tell you, if we have 50 sheets in the workbook, and it's difficult to toggle and doing the shortcut control page up, control page down, it will be difficult. But if we have the index, it will be easy for us to go to any destination in the workbook. So guys, this is the 4-5 lines of code which can make the wonders. You just see this code. What actually we are doing, this is actually our WSS worksheet. This is actually our data type worksheet, and now dim x as integer. This is our variable. All right, and now x equal to 1. So what you can do, x equal to 1, we are incrementing this by 1. But since we are having everything in index tab, which is there in the workbook, then as soon as index tab is coming, then it is jumping to the next sheet, so that it should not have index link in the index itself. And let me show you with examples in VBA. And before that, you see these codes. If we have to delete hyperlinks, guys, okay, how you can delete? Just simple, put the worksheet name and then hyperlinks to delete. So it will delete all the hyperlinks of this particular sheet. Now you see find address. It is up to you what address you want to give to a hyperlink, but this is the code which will get you all the hyperlink in one go. All right, and now see that this is the open folder, active workbook.follow hyperlink, give the address. How simple is that? Actually, when you are learning VBA, you should know all these things. Like with hyperlinks, what you can do. Sometimes you are making one automation, and then the demand from the project lead is that you have to open the folder also, which is possible with the other ways or shell command. But here we are telling you with hyperlink also it is possible and easy. Now let me show you another code. Highlight all hyperlinks in entire workbook. So guys, what is the objective behind this hyperlink coverage? The objective is to get you acquainted with how to loop through the worksheet and how to understand like this is the code where you have to write by yourself and understand how loop works. And this is the best example I have ever come across to help you to find out the new dimension of loops in VBA with hyperlink. Now you can say that with hyperlink we are open this website. So now once you click that, this page will open. And there are two things, with web scraping also, we actually open the website, but simple, this actually doing your job. So why can't we learn this, right? It is easy. So we should know all alternatives. And now see all hyperlinks we are, highlighting or getting the address. You can store the address, append the address in one of the sheets. So now you have seen all the codes where you can delete the hyperlinks, find address, and active workbook.follow hyperlink. So here we are opening the folder. All right, and here we are highlighting all the hyperlinks. Here we are opening the website. If you go to first one, here we are making the index. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Apart from 6, I'll have interesting exercises after all are done, how to create email through hyperlink. Now let's go to the Excel file and do that without much ado. Now let me go there. All right, and now see that. Let me go there 1 minute. So now let me show you an example. I have 3 sheets available, and this is the name of the automation tool which we are building today. Hyperlinks automation tool. So now you understood what we are doing. The very first exercise we are going to do to get the index in the index table, all right, or index sheet. So now I'm just creating lots of sheets, and I'm putting this as an index where all the hyperlinks will be created. All right, so let me tell you how it will look like. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, 5, wherever I will click, it will take me to that hyperlink. All right, so now how we can achieve this task, guys? How we can achieve this task? Let me do Control R, and this is actually the tool. Go to Insert and Module. All right, and one more thing, when you are saving the workbook, you have to save with Excel macro enabled workbook. Otherwise your code will be lost. So you have to be very careful while doing any automation. All right, so to avoid your code being lost, you have to save this with the extension of XLSM. .xlsm. This is the automation macro extension. All right, so now I'm doing Control R. I have created the module, and now I am writing sub create index. So I will tell you how to create index with 2 ways, guys. With 2 ways I will tell you how to create the index. Now what is the scenario, or what is the objective we have to achieve here? In the index tab, we have to make all the hyperlinks. So first you do worksheets index. This is how you have to activate the worksheet. So wherever you are, let me take you to sheet 7. Now if you run this code by pressing F8, we used to run step by step the code. Now you see it has taken us to index tab. All right, so this is actually the reset. Now you see this is the F5 where entire code will run. Let me press F5. I'm in sheet 7 now. Let me press F5. So you see F5 run entire code faster. So now I'm index tab. So now this is actually the scenario where we have to have all the tabs, all the sheets hyperlink. Wherever it I click, I should go to that particular sheet. And this kind of index or hyperlinks are the most used in dashboard. So what you can do, you can actually get one data type dim ws as worksheet. All right, so this is actually, now what you can do, we have to loop through all the worksheets. All right, so for each ws in this workbook dot worksheets. All right, now next ws. So this is how you have to loop through all your worksheets. All right, now you can see that debug dot print ws dot name. So this command we actually use rather than seeing which actually the value this ws dot name is carrying. All right, so how you can do this? Control G. This is actually immediate window. All right, in immediate window you can actually see that if you run it faster, you see all the sheets I'm getting in my immediate window, which actually can be seen by pressing Control G. If I just close this and Control G, so over here all your debug.print can be seen. So there are 2 ways. Lots of people actually read this way, MSG box. So now what happens, you see every time you have to click okay, you will get tired. So this is not the perfect way, but you have to do debug.print. All right, debug.print ws.name. So now we are successful. Let me close this immediate window, and now you are successful to loop through all the sheets. All right. So what we can do now, we have to actually put our hyperlink. So ws dot, you can say that if you go and scroll what actually you have to put, it will take some time. So you should remember that you are putting hyperlink. See that once I put h, it has given me this hyperlinks dot, you can say add. All right, now you see this is the argument, or this is called screen tip, where I have to follow everything. All right, anchor. So what is anchor? Anchor is called element in the contemporary language of code. What anchor means here? Anchor means where I want my link to be placed. So I want, of course, index is my active sheet, and I want to have this anchor in the A column of index. But A column, where exactly I want to have? So maybe I have to have range. All right, A, this is my A column, and X. Guys, what is X? X is my variable. All right, now comma ADDREWS address, I have to give blank, and now sub address equal to you can say ws dot name ampersand, because it should activate the which cell. So suppose the hyperlink of sheet 6 I'm making in index. So once I click sheet 6 hyperlink, it will take me to which address. So I'm giving over there, give me A1. All right, and now text to display. So what text to display you want, you can read in this screen tip. Text to display means I want ws dot name. All right, so actually over here we have to put colon. All right, now it is fine, the code is written, guys. Now there is a problem in this code. If you see that, let me run it now. See, I'm getting this message. All right, because x is not defined properly. So what I can do, dim x as integer, and now I can put x equal to 1. Guys, x is my data type, or x is my variable here. All right, you can say, or integer actually is a data type. X is my variable where I'm storing a value 1, and now you can say x equal to x plus 1, and these are also called variables. Understand, that's why I'm not putting these variables in double quote, otherwise the value will not be stored. All right, so now I'm incrementing x by 1 every time. So now you see I have put that. But did you notice something? In index tab, it has make index actually index hyperlink also. That we don't want. If you click sheet 7, it is taking me A1 cell. Now you see if I go to sheet 6, I click this O11. But now if I go to index and click sheet 6, it will take me A1 cell. See that? It is taking me A1 cell. So now you understood why we mentioned this, because it is the sub address. All right, so this is how you have to write such kind of index. But now the thing is that we don't want in the index tab index hyperlink, because once I click this, there is no use of getting index hyperlink in the same index tab. So let how we can remove that. So we can tell that if ws dot name equal to index, and go to next loop. Guys, you can write any word, next loop, jump loop, any word, whatever you feel like, because code should know that. And now understand, we are not putting before, we are not putting here. Otherwise what happens now, if assume if index is located here, maybe here. Okay, so code will go to sheet 1, x will become now 2. All right, and now it will go to sheet 5, x will become now 3. All right, so you have to be very careful. Logically, if you put x one more extra, see, you can try this way, you can try this way. If you do control x over there, okay, now you run that. First, let me remove everything and now run this code. Now you see that code is doing perfectly very good job. Sheet 12, and if I go to my index, sheet 5, it is taking me everywhere. And now let me go to index, but I want, if I click on sheet 6 also, I want index hyperlink also over there to be made. But how we can do that, guys? So rather than activating this, control C, maybe we can write over there worksheets. So now how we can do that? The code should actually, maybe you can do this way, control X. You can write over there worksheet index dot range, because this is the place where we want to keep our hyperlink. All right, see this code properly. So we have to be very careful when we write such codes. Worksheets index dot range and address, so we are not activating anything. So now we have given this address, which is perfect, but what is missing here? Missing means ws dot activate. And now if we go to sheet 5 or sheet 6, wherever we want to have the hyperlink of index tab in J1 cell. All right, so let me just copy the same thing, control C or control V, but over there I have to write, rather than index, ws dot name. All right, so you can do that way also. Let's try this, or I want in the J1 cell. So here you can give J1 range J1. All right, because in J1, whenever it is activating the worksheets in the J1 cell, it should actually now you have to give index. All right, index in index A1, and text to display what you want, index. So how easy is that, right? Let's try this. Guys, this is done. Now if you go to index, we got this. If you come here, click index. If you click sheet 11, click index. If you go to sheet 12, click index. If you go to sheet 5, click index. If you go to sheet 10, click index. Now you see we have done almost everything. If you go to sheet 5, click index. Sheet 1, click index. Let's see everything, guys. This is superb. It is working. It is fantastic code. All right, now you see that wherever we go, actually everything it is doing. Now index. So you can actually write such kind of code where you can actually loop through all the worksheets, and how you should know how to jump the loop also. It is jumping the loop very well. And since ws is the worksheet name, so we have given inside ws dot name, and this is the index. All right, and now this is text to display ws dot name, and over there we have given index. Maybe you can say that go home. All right, so now if you run it, so now you see go home. I hope you love this code, guys. So this is superb. Now what we can achieve with this, guys, one more thing, let me tell you before I forget. Whatever we have done here, that we can do with different style also. Let me tell you quickly, guys. Let me tell you. Control C and sub. All right, create index different. Guys, if you look at the above code where we have looped through all the worksheets, there is another way. So there is another way to loop through the sheets, right? Loop through the sheets. What is that? For I equal to 1 to sheets dot count, guys. All right, so next I. So first let me delete all the hyperlinks so that I can tell you this code, how you can delete delete all hyperlinks. All right, how you can delete all hyperlinks, guys. Very simple. So you can just dim ws as worksheet. Actually it looks easy to me, that's why I do this way. For each ws, each loop in this workbook dot worksheets, and now next ws. All right, so what you can do here, guys, so ws dot hyperlinks, all right, dot dot delete. I hope if you run this code, let's see what happens. See, it has deleted all the hyperlinks. All right, now I want to clear everything. So what you can do, so ws dot else dot clear. Now this is another command we are using to clear everything. So now see, it has cleared everything. All right, whatever we have written. So this is another style where you can delete all the hyperlinks, where you can delete everything. All right, and guys, before I forget, let me tell you something. This is amazing way to loop through the worksheets also, because there is different style if you look at this code. But if you look at this code, we can do the same job. How you can do that? For I equal to 1 to this, and now you can activate this index. So control C, index dot activate. All right, so how you can do that? You copy the entire things. All right, maybe this line you can copy. Control C, you put over there, and here you can write active sheet. Guys, what is active sheet? This is active sheet. What is active sheet? This is active sheet. Wherever your cursor is placed, that is the active sheet. Or maybe whatever is open, you can see this is your active sheet. What you can see is active sheet. All right, if you are here, this is the active sheet. All right, so understand what is active sheet. What you are seeing, what is open in front of you. See, you can see this sheet 6 is open, so that's the active sheet. All right, so now if you look at this code where we are writing active a I minus 1, so what happens for I equal to 1 to sheets dot count? So what is I, guys? I means of course 1, so I means 1, so let this be this way, a1. All right, and what is the ws dot name? Because ws dot name we are not using here, so what you can do, sheets I. All right, and now over there sheets I. Let's run this code. You just click this and put the cursor. Now what is the problem here? Yes, the problem is this. All right, this. So what you can do, see, you no need to worry about it. You can leave this as it is. Now see, is it working? I equal to 1. I equal to 1 to 11. There are 11 sheets, active sheet dot hyperlinks. So we are in the index. All right, a1 address, this one, sheets I. Okay, and text display sheets this. This is superb. This should work. What is the problem here in this code for I? So let me say again, maybe it is called active sheet dot range. So press F8. So guys, here we have to do something, address and sub address. So maybe there are multiple ways. Sub address equal to sheets I. All right, sheets I. What is sheet I? Sheets, worksheets. Sheets sheets I dot name. I think sheets I dot name. It's a property we have to use. All right, press F8. Let's do it again. How we can do that? This is another way. We have to serve a function not defined. Worksheet, sorry. This is worksheets. Let's try another way. F8. Invalid procedure call argument. Guys, what is the problem here? Again, we have to put a sheets I dot name. Maybe because we have to give that, because sheets I actually is the index. All right. So now we see that it is working, guys. So what is happening? As I mentioned, there are multiple ways. So because what is happening, guys, if you see MSG box sheets I, all right, sheets I is nothing but an index actually. See that. Uh, just click here and then press F5. So sheets I dot name. It is actually full name. See sheet 1. All right. If I run it faster, you see sheet 5, sheet index, and everything it is coming. So this is how. If you do debug.print, sorry, Control Z, debug.print rather than message box, debug.print. So Control G and Control A, delete everything. Now run this code again. See, it is also getting you all the index. See, all the names. All right. If you remove this, Control A, let's see what we get. We are getting nothing. Sheets I is nothing. Sheets I means just sheets I dot name and whatever. So this is how you can see everything. And if you have some more doubt, so don't just do that. You just go to help section and you will have all the questions answered over there. All right. So I hope guys you found this useful, where we are looping through the worksheets with the sheets count. All right. And one more thing, if your index is located to the very dead end, all right, and remove everything. So now how you can jump that? Maybe you can do this way, sheets.count -1. All right. So if you just see that, you have all the things done. All right. And now if you don't do that, what will happen? You see, you have index also. All right, which actually we don't want. So this is another style where you can just -1, and now you just remove everything, and then you go there and you can just click this. All right. So wherever you go, it will take you there. So you know that how to create index with different style, how to delete all the hyperlinks. Guys, I have one more thing to discuss with you. If I run this code again, you see all my hyperlinks are created here. All right. Now I want actually maybe text to display. Let me put over there. Oh, go to. All right. Now if I run it again, so you see that all are go to, but I don't know what is the address. That address I have to put it in B, because I don't want where it is taking me. So there are suppose 100 address of hyperlinks I have to extract. So how you can get all those addresses in one of the columns, guys? Let's do that now. Okay. So how you can do that? Sub get all address. So simply we are in the index tab. So worksheets index dot activate x as integer and x equal to 1. Now in the B column we want our data to be sprayed or to be printed. So what we can do here, we can actually make the dim link as hyperlink. All right, dim link as hyperlink. So here for each link in active sheet dot see, now you are putting active sheet dot hyperlink. So hyperlink as hyperlinks. So next link. First you see, is it really working? If you put msg box link link dot address. All right. Now run that faster. But first we see it is working or not. So now what is press F8? Is actually, see, Link dot address is not working. Let me put link dot sub address. Okay, yes, sub address, it will work. All right, this is how it will work. Because address we haven't given anything, you can see address is blank, so sub address is working. So what you can do here, range b ampersand x dot value equal to link dot address. All right, and now every time you have to increment this. Guys, understand, if you don't increment x every time 1, so you see every value will come on b1 cell, and you see the last value will be index, and now see, or maybe sheet 2. All right, see that. So what you can do to avoid that, you have to actually increment this value, and now see that all the value we are getting. So this go to means you can read this in the hyperlink address dialog box, sheet 2a1, sheet 2a1. If you go to this 9th row, sheet 12a1, sheet 12a1. This is how you can actually find the address of all the hyperlinks. All right, and now there is one more thing. If you are looping through all the hyperlink, you can color those also. How you can do that? Link dot link dot mm, so you know all the links in that, so that's actually yes, this one. So how you can do that? Dot interior dot color equal to VB sign. All right, so this is actually how it is working. So guys, I hope you found this session useful about hyperlinks, and today we have covered almost everything what we have promised you. Now let's jump to email part. How you can create the email with the hyperlink sub, or maybe before that, let me tell you how to open the folder also. If I have to open this folder, how you can open that? Sub open folder. All right, so this workbook dot follow hyperlink. All right, this is the syntax you have to write, and then this inverted commas. So let me close this, and now no folder is open, guys. You can say no folder is open. If I just click this and now press F5, you saw, guys, this actually has opened. If I close it again, if you click this and now press F5, I'm putting this F5, or either you can use shortcut key F5, keyboard shortcut F5. So now which code? Open folder. See, this actually opens. Actually, guys, these are superb functions with hyperlinks. You have to explore more on that. I'm just giving you some kind of overview what max I can cover. Now let me do that email part. Sub create Outlook mail. All right, how you can create Outlook mail. So now Outlook mail, how you can create Outlook mail, guys. So guys, how to do this? Create Outlook email. Create Outlook email. How to do that? So if we write any code, or maybe if we have some data we have to loop through, so this is amazing function. Try sometime if you really understand this code. So let me put some variable dim msg text as string. All right, so msg text is my string. And what is msg text? Msg text equal to, I can write mail to function, mail, mail to, guys. So understand what actually I'm doing with this function, and telling you how it can work. Suppose email address is automation tutorial at gmail.com. All right, so this is the email address. And now what we have to write, we have to put question mark. See, guys, these are the syntax which you have to remember. And now we have to put subject subject, what subject we can put ampersand. While I'm doing that, you can put some variable accordingly if you have placed in column A or column B, whatever. So my structure you have to remember so that you can put some variable. So that's why I'm just putting this hello command or hello text over there. If you have a variable, you can put that. All right. So hello. So after hello, what I can mention, guys, I can put ampersand, or maybe I have to put now again ampersand. Remember that, and body, body, body equal to, and then I have to put this ampersand, and I have to put how's everything. How is everything? All right. How is everything? See, we haven't got any error. It means everything is perfect by now. So what is the message we have to write? Follow hyperlink. All right. Or maybe this workbook dot follow hyperlink. We can just put this way and put our message box command over there. All right. Control C and V. Let's run this code step by step, guys, and see what actually we are getting. We are getting some kind of a message, and now see what actually it works. So let me just this. It is asking me to create the account. Active workbook.follow hyperlink. Let's try that. Just a moment. Let's see what happens. My Outlook is open. Okay. So guys, let me just okay. Maybe it will ask me. Let me just put my code, put my password. Hello guys. So now you see that I have logged into my email ID, and now I have got this. So try this. If it works, I've clicked there. It is actually creating the email address. So see that it is creating email addresses. All right. So this is superb. This is working, and you can just do whatever it helps you. How is everything that email body? If you have something in one of the cells, you have large text, that you can use that. And actually it works either way. Either you write either this way and this work. You can see that it is working so quickly. See that it is opening that message and putting that, and two, everything is working. All right. So I hope guys you found the session useful. We have covered about hyperlinks, and we have shown you how to delete hyperlinks, how to highlight hyperlinks, how to make the index, how to go to all the tabs and everything. And I hope you really found this useful, and take care guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.